All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up. Set, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Go. Fight.
Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 50, plant. Hey, tight. Hey, wahoo. Mike, 50. Exit.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Over the middle, complete. It's Terry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Eagles.
On the double. Here we go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
50's the month. 50's the month. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Second and 6. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Terry. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Let's go. Let's the outlaw. Here we go. Here we go. We got double time. Double time. Hey.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. That's caught at the 2. And he is going to lose yardage here. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we did turn it all loose.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Got some room at the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Look at me. Go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, exit. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Looking to throw. Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Right. He's done right. Hey, Echo. 3 now. Mike 50. Shoot.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Ready? 60 or. Rock it. Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check out.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Motion. Check. Shift. Rotate. 50. Mike 50. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Second and 9 now. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's fielded at the 45. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck. Right there. Hey, fight.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete to Slayton. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones, flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Let's get in there, Hap. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Looking to throw. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
No, there. Check.
Back to throw. Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
15, 15. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Ready. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Go, go. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Over. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Stay at home, stay at home. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Push him back.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Here I come again. Here I come again.
He'll drop to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll set up to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll set up a throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And what a return as he brings this one all the way. Back to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 30 base. Let's go, D. Watch out. General West, bravo. Big grip.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for the... And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Philadelphia. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Check. Lucky. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, set. 70, Indy. Blue draw, Porter. On the ball,
Jones throwing on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Mike 54.
Go, go.
You ain't get tired of seeing
6-6, bullet hot. Let's go.
On first down, Barkley evades him at the 20. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on second down, Jones. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
Hey, high 7.
Mike
2.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
We got this.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Showing it. Showing it.
You're out. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go. Jim.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey!
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Smooth.
5-4. Hey, come on now.
Five.
Now Jones. Dancing to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's third down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You think you gonna get this? Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Be good.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Second and 6. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go, D.
Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Under 10, 10. Switch.
Topper. Big grip.
On first down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
It's just me and you.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Jones operating from the gun. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And some room to work. The 40, the 30, 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Go.
Drop deep, drop deep. Mike's 50.
Hey, exit.
Get ready.
Get go.
2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first down.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Barkley. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Right.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm going.
Ready?
They'll try and run with their fullback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Right.
Banjo. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
54. Mike 54.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Sanders.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Akers, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis.